Amber Alert. Today, I will tell you the story behind that powerful alert that pauses everything when it flashes across our screens. If you live in the United States, you've probably seen or heard an Amber Alert before, and you know the significance of that sudden buzzing broadcast that interrupts our phones, our radios, our TVs. However, if you are outside the US or Canada or not familiar with the concept of the Amber Alert, a quick summary is that an Amber Alert is an emergency notification system that urgently broadcasts details about a recently abducted child who is believed to be in imminent danger. The protocol is that when notified of a missing child, law enforcement activates an alert that sends out crucial details that includes a description of the child, the suspected abductor, and any involved vehicle across every possible platform to the public. The broadcast will trigger phones to buzz, TV programs to pause, and highway signs to flash the details, and an entire community is mobilized to help bring that child home safely. So let's dive into the story behind the Amber Alert. On January 13, 1996, in Arlington, Texas, 9-year-old Amber Hagerman was visiting her grandmother's house with her mom, Donna, and her 5-year-old brother, Ricky. Around 3:10 p.m., Amber and Ricky asked to go ride their bikes, but before they left, Donna's last words to Amber were, "Stay safe with your brother, ride no further than around the block, and then you come right back." Amber smiled and said, "Okay, mommy, I love you," before riding off on her pink bike with her little brother following behind. But a few minutes later, Amber decided to go a little farther to a nearby grocery store parking lot that had a ramp that she loved to ride on. Ricky, seeing his sister going beyond the block, he turned around and rode back home, leaving Amber by herself. At about 3:18 p.m., Jim Cavill, a retiree whose house was adjacent to the lot where Amber was riding, was looking out from his backyard window when he witnessed something horrifying. A man in a black pickup truck pulled into the lot, jumped out, and grabbed the little girl who was screaming and kicking off of her bike and into the truck, and he sped away. Cavill immediately called 911 to report the abduction he had just witnessed. Police arrived on the scene within 3 minutes, but by then Amber was gone. Her pink bicycle was all that remained in that lot. Meanwhile, when Ricky returned home alone, his mother knew something was wrong. She immediately went looking for Amber. She searched around the block and she called out her name. Alas, she had vanished. And despite